Vancouver in Canada, the second largest city. A great city, a great country. I felt very welcome because the people are very polite, friendly and respectful. So yes, I can already recommend go to Vancouver. It started already with a very smooth immigration process compared to the neighbor of Canada. In addition to that, when I was taking public transportation, I probably looked a little bit confused and people came up to me. I did not even ask for any help, but they helped me. That was so great. One thing I have to admit when I arrived in Vancouver was this smell of weed in the air, but I don't really think that's the reason why they're so friendly. Anyway, Vancouver is a large city and there's a lot to see. You can either take public transportation, which is widely available, or you go by foot because everything is so close by. But there are some attractions you might have to take a bus or something, but just wait for it. At the end, there's my favorite one and you really have to go there. Okay, that was a lot of information. I stopped talking for a few seconds now. So let's start with my little personal countdown. When you see the Vancouver Chinatown Millennium Gate, you know you are in Chinatown of Vancouver. This was a good start for sightseeing in Vancouver. This area west of downtown is full of little Chinese shops. Besides shopping, you could also go to the Chinese garden. It is probably important to mention that the biggest part of the population of Vancouver is Chinese. Right next to Chinatown, also northeast of downtown Vancouver, you find Gastown. It is the historic district of Vancouver. Here you find of course shops and restaurants which are busy all day and night long. Probably the most famous landmark of Gastown is the steam clock. Every half an hour it gets pretty busy because everybody wants to have a video of the steam-powered clock. This one is a quick one. Canada Place and all the surrounding areas. At Canada Place you can learn about Canada. And at the convention center you can take a look at the Olympic fire from 2010. Which is turned off most of the time because it's very expensive to turn it on. I just enjoyed the water planes taking off from Vancouver Harbour. Just take the bus to Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. Join the crowds and get a glimpse of nature. This attraction is in the north of Vancouver and it's more an entertainment park because there's an entrance fee. Walk the treetop adventure or take the cliff walk. But I have a better suggestion, wait till the end. I also went to Granville Island. One way to get there is take those little cute ferries. First I was a little bit skeptical about Granville Island because every travel guide suggests going there. In addition to that, I'm not a big shopping fan. But the whole quarter is kind of unique and I really enjoyed being there. Granville Island is located, of course, under the Granville Bridge. Besides all the shops, there are also a lot of food options, especially at the public market. Here I found a lot of products I haven't seen and I haven't eaten before. And the good thing is there have a lot of samples you can try and eat and taste. Actually, I could have skipped lunch and just eat those taste samples, but I didn't. When I left Granville Island, I walked across the Granville Bridge. It offers a great view of Granville Island and the surrounding area. Stanley Park is located right next to downtown Vancouver at the northern tip of the peninsula. It is named after Frederick Arthur Stanley. Yes, it is the same guy the Stanley Cup was named after. Stanley Park is the biggest city park in Canada and the third largest in North America. I think the best way to explore the whole area is to ride a bicycle. I made a video about it, check out the link. This is one highlight of my stay in Vancouver. There are a few companies in Vancouver that offer whale watching. It is not so cheap, but everything is very professionally organized and so it's a fun tour. You can see killer whales or humpback whales. Depending on how soon you see a whale, the trip might last from 3 hours, maybe 4 hours or even more. They guarantee you that you're gonna see a whale because all the whale watchers collaborate with each other. I of course made a full video about my whale watching experience. Check out the link for more detailed information. Before we get to number 1, here a little bonus because there's so much to see in Vancouver. Therefore, let's give you a little list of things I couldn't see. And of course, I don't have video material of it. These places are recommended, and let's start real quick. For instance, there's a BC Sports Hall of Fame. Or drive to Gruce Mountain. I saw a little bit of the Kitsilano Beach, which is nice. Or the Lighthouse Park. I saw something on the whale watching. The Pacific Coliseum. Or the Queen Elizabeth Park. The Science World. Or maybe the Van Dusen Botanical Gardens when you... Oh, there are so many things. And because I don't have video footage of it, I stop right here. But most of the attractions are very easily to reach by bus or by SkyTrain. And now my personal number 1. The C2 Summit Trail. It's 7.5 kilometers long, one way. It is recommended to go only uphill. It takes about 3 to 5 hours. It took me and a friend only 3 hours. The elevation gain is 980 meters and it's only for intermediate and advanced hikers. The views were incredible, and that's what I thought Canada would be like. When you finally made it to the top, there's also a very nice suspension bridge. To go down, you take the Sea to Sky gondola. If you want to get all the detailed information, I recommend to go on the website from Sea to Sky Gondola. I hope this video is some help for you to make your trip to Vancouver. If you have any other recommendation, just put it down in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching and please, of course, subscribe.